Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. This video is 3 weeks worth of my empties. 3 weeks. And I meant to do this video last week, but I went golfing with my husband and it was busy and I just decided to wait one more week. So I have to do these today because there's a lot in here. This video will probably be a little bit longer, so just letting you know. I'll try my best to not go into so much detail with some of these, but some of them I just have to because they're fabulous scents. But I emptied out the basket here, and I also have some standouts from the last couple of weeks and some duds, letdowns, whatever you want to call them. But I hope everybody's had a great weekend. I have. My husband and I went to an amazing, incredible, best concert of my life on Thursday in Salt Lake. And then we took the day off on Friday because we didn't get home from the concert late. We already knew that, so we took the day, requested the day off, I should say, a while ago, several months ago. And we went golfing. And I don't play with my husband. I know how to golf. I've taken golf lessons. I have a set of clubs. I understand golf. I have since I was a little kid. But I am not fast enough, and there's golf etiquette and there's a flow with golf, and you can't take as long as you need to. You have to keep it moving. So I don't have the speed that I need to feel comfortable golfing a round of golf. But one of my personal goals before the end of the summer is to golf at least 9 holes with Marty on the course. So that's what I'm working on. But let's get started on wax. Wax is fun. Okay, I'm just going to grab and go. Destination Wax, That Man. These notes are spicy and fresh, manly stuff. Leather, tobacco, musk, teakwood, cedar, sandalwood, and black pepper. Lots of stuff in here, but this is lots of good. It's really a masculine, fresh scent. I really smell tobacco. When I melted this, the tobacco wasn't as heavy, but in this container, I'm getting that lingering scent of tobacco. Tobacco, cedar, a little bit of the black pepper. This is a really nice scent. This was poured in September of 2020, so I figured I better use this guy up. I don't know if this is still offered anymore. I haven't really looked at Destination Wax in the last several months to know which blends have been discontinued, which ones are out of stock, which ones are still there. So this is a nice one. If you haven't tried something that's masculine but not cologne-y, this is not cologne, give this one a try. Another glitterati. I'm melting my glitterati stuff because I did get caught up for my mystery box, which shipped yesterday. So I want to use up some of my stuff. This is from September 21, which was when I won my last random drawing box, was in September. I was actually out of town at my dad's house in Pennsylvania, and I somehow I don't have internet when I'm actually at his house. So he lives in the middle of the country, and the internet there is terrible. So I must have been out one day at the time and mead and won. So September, I can't believe it's been that long. This is blue raspberry, pink sugar, and waffle cone. And I melted this in my kitchen. I cut this shot cup into 4 pieces. So I had 2 different melts from it. I have 2 warmers in my kitchen. This is basically blue raspberry, and I get a little bit of that vanilla from the sugar cone. I did not get any pink sugar whatsoever, but this was a nice one. It's nice and fruity, a nice bright punch of fruit. Nice one. I like that one. Little sample from L3, buttermint, peppermint, rosemary, mint. And I had this in my office one morning going, and it's just a nice, soothing mint scent. That's really all I can describe it as. I can't really differentiate the peppermint from the buttermint from the rosemary mint because they're all blended so well together. This is a nice, relaxing, it could be a great bedtime scent or a scent where you just need to chill out for a little bit, meditate or something. This is a really good one for that. I finished up a clam from Super Tarts, Mouse Ears. This is lemonade and lollipops, and I really liked this one, and this was a nice lemonade, and I can't really get lollipops so much because it's just sweet candy like to me. This is a good lemonade. I had this going upstairs and downstairs. I melted this whole thing at one time. So I had mouse ears going all over, and it was a nice lemonade scent. Nice and strong. Next, I finished up a donut of Sway With Me from Empire Alchemy. This is rum-soaked pineapple upside down cake, brown sugar, angel food cake, fresh mangoes, and dulce de leche. This smells so good. It is, oh, it's so good. It's definitely brown sugar, mango, and pineapple upside down cake. It's so good. It's a really nice, fruity bakery scent. Good job with this one. I really like that one. Cafe Cubano. I love this. This is L3. This is espresso. Is it espresso? No, it's, excuse me, coffee and brown sugar. I'm pretty sure that's what the notes are. Some of these I don't have the notes are, and I didn't go on and write them down before I started this video, but hopefully most of these I can remember. This is Cafe Cubano is such a nice coffee scent. It's got that sweetness from the brown sugar, and then that heavy, I think it's coffee bean that's in here. I'm not sure. Maybe this is a single oil. If you know, let me know. I don't know if it is or not. But this is a really good coffee if you're looking for another coffee one from L3. I bought the Ready Bits from Hayden Rowe for this month. This was Christmas in July, or elf themed. And I also bought the Ready Bits for August, which is the county fair or summer fair or something like that. So I've melted a couple from the July Ready Bits. First is Revolving Door. This is citrus, neroli, creme brulee, coconut, sandalwood musk, and gold sugar. Now this one I had going in my master bathroom, and when it's all said and done, I honestly just smell sandalwood, musk, and coconut with this. I didn't get citrus, I didn't get neroli, I didn't get creme brulee. Sandalwood heavy, I would say. Gold sugar, it's there a little bit, but it's mostly sandalwood and coconut to me. This wasn't bad, but it wouldn't be one that I purchased a large quantity of. I'll do my standouts and letdowns at the end. Saturday Morning Cartoons from L3. I have this in a large loaf, but this was a sample I recently acquired from them. This is all the great breakfast cereals in the morning, and I think it's Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles, and Sugar Milk. I think that's the notes that are in here. But regardless, this is a really nice Fruit Loops blend. It's not as strong and punchy as Fruit Loops can be. I love Fruit Loops though, so it doesn't bother me. But sometimes it's a little too strong, and this one is a little bit toned down. So it's a really good cereal scent though. I really like Saturday Morning Cartoons. Good job, Jen, on that one. Really like that one. Another Hayden is Santa's Cookies, and this is sweet sugar cookies and peppermint bits. And honestly, this smells just like Peppermint Bakery. That's basically what this one is. It's a nice one. It lasted probably 4 hours, I would say, with this one. And I would buy this in a larger quantity. It's a nice one, especially for the cooler weather time. I have a sample from Ava's Country Cupboard of Santa's Whiskers, and I think this was, I melted this a long time ago, so I don't quite remember, especially because this was a sample. I think this was a mint scent, if I'm not mistaken. It was very minty. It was very light for me. This wouldn't be a repurchase, but I think this was a minty scent. So excuse me for not remembering this one, but I only had that one piece and I melted it a while ago. So unfortunately, I don't remember that one. Riptide, Hayden Rowe. This was from June's Ready Bits. This is Sea Spray, Linen, Light Floral, Denim, Coconut Milk, and Musk. And this one is a nice oceanic coconut tropical one. It was a nice one. I had this going in my kitchen, not my kitchen, my office, excuse me. This is a nice one. I would buy this again. It is just tropical ocean coconut. Really good. I finished up a bag of Speechless from Rose Girls. Speechless is Coastal Kale, Satsuma, and Raindrops, this is one of Jenny's from Rose Girls best blends. You can still smell it in the bag because y'all know that Coastal Kale is just so strong. I would buy this again. In fact, I think she has a few blends she's made with Speechless, so I'm going to be on the lookout for those once I start buying a little bit more in the fall time. But Speechless is good. That's one of my favorite scents. I also finished up a bag from Rose Girls of Carbs with Girlfriends. And I know I'm in the minority with this one. This is not my favorite scent. It just smells like pumpkin sugar donuts to me. And maybe not even pumpkin, maybe just sugar donuts. And it's kind of a good blender to me. I won't melt this alone. I melt it with something. I blend it with any other bakery. But this one, I know it's a screamer hit, and I know so many people love this. It's okay to me. And I bought 3 bags of this because it sells out every time. And back when I was able to grab it, I grabbed 3 bags because I thought, you know, if it's that good, at least I'll have some for a while. And it's not for me. That just goes to show you, don't think you'll like a scent just because other people do. You might not, and it's a letdown. But this is a good blender. But I know if you're on the team that loves this scent, I'm happy that you really, really like it. I wish it brought me that love. It just brings me like. So that's how I feel about that one. Next, I finished up a rose from Swanky. This one is buttermint, birthday cake, sugar cookie, and marshmallow. Now, I'll tell you this one. This one was a little weak for me. Not very strong through at all. I kind of had to be up on it to really smell it. And it's buttermint heavy, and I really get the birthday cake, and I get a little bit of the marshmallow. But this one was a one and done for me. I won't buy this again just because it really wasn't that strong of a thrower for me. It was a pretty scent, but just it didn't, I had to be up on it to smell it. Just rearranging my foot here. Okay. I finished, ooh, this is a good one. I finished up a bag from Rose Girls of almond biscotti monster cookies. This is such a good one. And I don't know how many oils are in this one, but this was a home run. I really like this. It's, you know how almond is so strong. Almond takes over everything it's in. It's kind of like, you know, things that are, why can't I think of something right now? It just takes over anything it's in. Like coastal kale, for example, that's a good one because no matter what it's in, coastal kale is always going to be in the forefront because it's so strong. I feel almond is that way, but I love almond. However, with this one, the biscotti and the monster cookies add a butteriness to it, a creaminess to it that is just irresistible. I took my time melting this bag, and I'm kind of sad it's gone because this is a really, really good monster cookie blend. Love this one. Excellent job. Really good. Another bag of Rose Girls. I told you I got through a lot this time, so another bag of Rose Girls Fire Mario. This is espresso, donut holes, and marshmallow fireside. This is a great coffee scent. I have a lot of Rose Girls coffee, and I still think Coupe Claus Needs a Latte is my favorite, and Night Shift, because Night Shift is basically vanilla latte with Cookie Land, and I love Cookie Land. But Fire Mario, this serves its purpose. When it's warmed up, you can really, really, really smell the marshmallow fireside that complements a little bit of the donut holes. I don't know if they're powdered sugar or glazed donut holes. I don't know if it matters, but I still get a little bit of that donut complex, and then the espresso. And I think Jenny has said the espresso that's used in this is a different espresso oil than some of her other blends. So this is truly, this is a coffee gem. I do like this one. I like this one a lot. It's I don't know if I love this. I really, really like this. It could turn into love if I had an infinite quantity of it to melt all the time. But I only have one more bag, so I'm kind of stingy with using it. But this is a good coffee scent. If you haven't tried it, next time it's around, grab it because you'll enjoy it. I don't know if I have any more Rose Girls in here. If I do, we'll get to it. Okay, I finished up. Okay, Britta's. I purchased Britta's. I've had Britta's in a random act of kindness before, but it was only a small piece, so I really didn't get to gauge how it performs in my home. So I ordered Britta's, her last ready to ship. Was it in June? I think it was in June, maybe. And May or June, I can't remember. Britta's, I don't think Britta's is for me. Britta's, the scent smells great, but it just doesn't perform well in my house. I've tried it in my 20-watt warmer in my master bath. I've tried it in my hot plate warmers. I've tried it in my Accord. I've tried it in different locations in my home, my open concept downstairs, my dressing room, spare bedroom here where I am now, my second bathroom. I've tried it in the laundry room. I've tried it everywhere, guys. And Brita's is just not for me, I don't think. I'm going to just say that. I'm just being honest with you guys. The scents are great. They smell great on cold, but when I put them in and warm them up, they don't go anywhere. And I know there's a lot of people that like Brita's out there, and I'm happy that you're getting performance from it. But to me, I just can't continue purchasing Brita's if it's not going to work for me. I think I purchased 8 souffles, and I have melted a little bit of every scent. I haven't finished all of them. I've only finished a couple of them, but I just don't think I'm going to purchase from Brita's anymore, just based on the fact that I don't want to buy something and be disappointed with it because it's not performing for me like it does for somebody else, because that's not realistic. What happens to this person and what happens to this person is not going to happen to you necessarily, and you know, vice versa. We all want to get that good performance, and we all want to have it from every vendor we buy from. It's just not realistic. So Brita's is not for me, but I'm going to still talk about this. And I'll talk about the other scents once I finish them up and all of that. And it's nothing bad against Brita's, nothing bad against her, none of that stuff. It's just not, well, good for me. This is Mornings at Crystal Lake, and this is a coffee scent. This is coffee, barnwood, and fire roasted marshmallows. And like I said, I melted everything I have melted from Brita's, that I have finished at least, I have melted throughout my whole entire home. So I know how it performs everywhere. This one, I smelled this when I put it in my kitchen in an open concept. I could smell it for about 10 minutes and then it died. And it's a coffee scent. Coffee is a strong oil, and barnwood, that earthy factor to it, this should have lasted for a longer time. It's not for me. You know, maybe it's my home, maybe it's the dryness out here, maybe it's, you know, there's so many factors that go into throw and getting good performance from your wax. So, it's a nice coffee scent. It really is. That the marshmallows and coffee. I love marshmallows and coffee. It's kind of just like Fire Mario, the marshmallow fireside and the espresso in there. But this one, it's a nice coffee scent, but it's just not strong enough. And even if it did perform well and through well for me, I still don't feel this is a strong coffee scent. And I like my coffee strong. I really do. So that's that one. And I don't know if I have another Brita's in here. I might. I don't remember. Next is Sunroof from Hayden. This is her herbal essence type. Lime, grapefruit, light florals, and wood. And I had this going in my master bath just because it's herbal essence. If you remember the commercials from the 90s within the shower. Ooh, yes, yes, that stuff. I had this in the bathroom just for that. And this one, I don't know what herbal essence it smells like. If it's supposed to be the original two, which are kind of like the pinkish, I think it has rose hips in it. And then the other one is kind of a light green color or a yellowish color. I don't know which one it actually is, but this one was just a nice floral scent, and it was reminiscent of the shampoo, yes. Still not the real thing, but it was pretty close. Next, I finished up, I think these were leaves from Vintage Chic, Joanna. Fresh strawberries blended with rosemary, mint, shaving cream. Now, I'll tell you something. I'll give you the honest opinion on this one here. All of the, I give you honest opinions on everything, but I'm not going to hold back on this one. This smells just like shaving cream. I get 0 strawberry. I get 0 rosemary mint. You know how rosemary mint gives you a little bit of coolness in the nostrils when you smell it? Any mint in, really. But rosemary mint, I'm talking about this scent, so I'll use it. I don't get anything but shaving cream from this. And I know this is a popular scent, and I know that her shaving cream scents are popular. This one is a one and done for me. And I did not get any strawberry. And when I saw this I was getting a little bored with my wax tote. So I went through everything that I own, and took me a while, but I redid my whole wax tote. I got fresh blends in there I'd never melted before, and some ones that I forgot I had, and this was in there. So I thought I'd use this up, and it still didn't get any strawberry, got 0 rosemary mint. It's just shaving cream. So if you're happy with that and you just want a shaving cream blend, give this a try. And I'm sorry that one I didn't like very much, but you know, I'm not going to like them all. Thus is life. Next is Salt Mountain Melts Blue Ribbon. I bought this off of D-Stash. This is blueberry cheesecake, which I'm typically not a blueberry cheesecake person, just because I'm not a cheesecake. I love to eat cheesecake, sure, but I'm not a cheesecake wax and oil person. It smells a little bit too sour to me. Whether it's the cream cheese in there or not, I'm not sure. But this is blueberry cheesecake, pumpkin pecan waffles, and Nilla wafers. And I love pumpkin pecan waffles, and I thought I would give this one a try. This one performed well. It threw well. It lasted for probably 4.5 hours or so. I had this going upstairs, and it was a really good, yummy. It was a pumpkin pecan waffles, and I got blueberry. I didn't get cheesecake, thankfully. So I'm glad. Maybe I can handle blueberry cheesecake, but just not singular, not just alone. I can have it blended with stuff, but it's got to be enough of the other stuff to offset some of the cheesecake scent. That's my opinion, and that's what my nose is telling me. But this one I would buy again if it's available. Okay. Barbie Girl, Hayden Rowe. This is Strawberry Raspberry Guava Fizzy Pop. This is excellent. I love this one. I didn't buy any from Hayden Rowe just because I'm on a break from a lot of vendors this summer. Of course, I mean, I'm still buying wax, but little bits, small orders, nothing large. If you watched my K's video, that was kind of big, but it was my first time ordering from there, and there was a sale, so it's kind of justified. But this one, a great fruity, fizzy scent. This is definitely Fizzy Pop. The Fizzy Pop is heavy, and you get the strawberry, the raspberry, and the guava, which are all friends. This is nice, fizzy, fruity drink. Kind of great. I could mix that with, you could even mix that with a rum, or you could mix it with a bourbon, probably, and have a little bit of a adult drink scent. That would be fun. Next is Buddy. This was from the July Hayden Rowe. Cookie dough, cream, sugar, frosting, and oatmeal. This was pretty basic. This is just an oatmeal cookie, basically. And oatmeal cookie with a little bit of buttercream. Nothing too spectacular. This is a one and done for me. It's kind of vanilla, and I'm not a just straight vanilla person. That would be a good blender, but it was good while it lasted. It was probably about 4 hours. It was a little bit on the weaker side, but that was Buddy. Next, I finish up a clam of Super Tarts, Rockettes, and Once Upon a Time. This is chocolate chip cookies, marshmallow, iced macchiato. There's a lot of notes in this one. Chocolate chip cookies, marshmallow, iced macchiato, coconut, black cherry, orange zest, vanilla cream, buttercream, almond, and cookie dough. That's a hell of a lot of notes in this, but this is a very, Super Tarts is complex scents, and their scents take on a different identity when they're warmed up, at least in my experience, and I know a lot of other people too. This one here, I smell the dough because there's chocolate chip cookies, there's cookie dough. I definitely get the dough. I get a little bit of coconut, I get the almond, I get the buttercream, and I get the iced macchiato. Just, it's not a coffee scent, but I can tell there's a little bit of coffee, that coffee from there. I know. That didn't make sense. I know there's coffee in there. Yes, I know there's coffee in there, Ashley, but try making a video and it's not, I don't, plan these out. Sometimes I flubber, so excuse me for having a human moment here. I get all the things that I said, and it's not a coffee, I would not call this a coffee scent, but I can tell there is a coffee in here. There, we'll leave it at that. Speaking of coffee, L3, Coffee Bean Cupcakes at Tiffany's Palo Santo. This was a nice coffee scent because coffee bean is a strong coffee oil. The cupcakes at Tiffany's just gave a little bit of that bakery factor, and the Palo mixed with coffee, I could melt that all day. It's really good. They complement each other well. The Palo Santo is that woodsy, sultry scent, and then the coffee bean is really, really strong, and the cupcakes at Tiffany's is that nice bakery component to it. So, yeah, I would buy this again. This was 2-pack bunts. I love her bunts. They're my favorite shape, I think. Next is, oh, this was a great one. This was a bunt from a sampler from Christmas time. I think it was either the Christmas sampler. Was it the mint sampler? This Christmas sampler or the mint sampler? I can't remember which one it was, but this one is peppermint and still sugar. This is so good. Really like this. I had this going in my kitchen, and my husband even commented that this was really nice. And oh, it's so good. That peppermint is so cooling and soothing to the nostrils. And that still sugar, it's masculine without being too heavily cologne-y and too heavily headache inducing. I like this. I would buy this again. That is a great scent. Next is Pear. This was a sample, Pear from L3. Honestly, I didn't get much throw from this, and it really didn't smell like pear to me, per se. Maybe it's mixed with other things, or there's something in the oil that's not just straight pear. But this one is, it would be a good blender because it does give that fruit aspect to it, but it doesn't smell like other pears I have smelled, honestly. But that was a one and done. Next, I told you a longer video. This is The Beach is Back. This was one of my blends that Jen chose to pour several months ago when she had a customer creation contest. Not the most recent one, the one before that she had. This is watermelon, beach glass, and banana. This was a good one. I love watermelon this time of year. I need to buy a watermelon. I'm going to the store after this. I need to get some watermelon. Yeah, the beach glass gives that little bit of ocean, not fruit component to it, and the banana is there in the background. This was a nice scent. I really, really like that one. Not just because that was my blend, but it's a great watermelon scent to begin with. Next is, this was a flower or a rose of Swanky. This is buttery toast and jam, strawberry pound cake custard. And I think she had this in her last pre-order, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm pretty sure I bought more of this one because it's really, really good. The buttery toast and jam, the strawberry pound cake. I mean, you can't go wrong with this one. It's a comforting strawberry, creamy with the custard. It's a great blend. I really, really liked that one. Next is, oh, this is Strawberry Satsuma Fizzy Pop. It smells good on cold. I'm just being honest with this one. It smells good on cold. You get the strawberry, that's Satsuma, you get the Fizzy Pop. But then when it's warmed up, it kind of smells like weed to me. I'm just going to say it. It smells like weed to me. And even my husband, who has dabbled more into that than I have in his life, throughout his life, says it smells like weed. So I tend to believe when Marty opens his mouth and says something, it's pretty true, because he doesn't really comment unless it's really good, really bad, smells weird. So yeah. So this one, it was but other than the weed ish to me, it was very strong. The throw was amazing, and it was a great fizzy pop. So it was fizzy weed, if that makes sense. So nothing bad against L3. Y'all know I have spent thousands of dollars, it seems like, probably over the last year and a half, and I have melted hundreds of pieces of L3, and it's hard pressed to say that she's my favorite vendor, but I think I just buy from her a lot because the customer service is next to none. The prices are affordable. Jen is so kind. She listens to us, and she pours our requests. So that's why I buy from L3 all the time. And yes, I get some duds here and there like this one. But, you know, that's going to happen. So that's my honest story with that one. So sorry, Jen, if you're watching. It just smells like weed to me and my husband. Okay, next is, today is October 3rd. We'll take a bad scent to a wonderful scent. This is one of her favorites, one of her most popular and most requested scents to pour, as today is October 3rd. Palo Santo, Sugar Cookie Royale, and Toasted Marshmallow. This is such a good one. I love this. I think I got this sample in the Try Me 50-piece sampler I bought around Christmas time, which was some of the best money I ever spent, because I got to try so many different blends you know, you can't buy everything that's poured. And Jen is not shy with giving us a lot to choose from, each ready to ship and each pre-order that she offers. And today is October 3rd. It's so versatile because it can go fruity, it can go bakery, it can probably go earthy. I haven't thought to mix anything earthy with it, but I don't know why I haven't. That's a good idea. But today is October 3rd. If you haven't tried it, give it a try. It's really well loved. Next, melted mousse. I did get my melted mousse customs, but I didn't do a video on them. I only got 6 items, and most of them were house blends, and I just didn't do a video of them. But this was a sample I got. It's Fry Me to the Moon, and this one is just it's a fried dough. I don't know the notes on this one, but it performed really well. I had this going in my spare bathroom, so it was a nice fried, like, cinnamon sugar experience. It was really nice. Sample from Ava's. I made a small order from Ava's several months ago, and I didn't do a video because it was just about 3 items I wanted to really try. And I honestly haven't melted those items. I've only melted the samples. So this is Boom Boom cookie dough. And I'll tell you, this was just basically Boom Boom. I didn't smell any cookie dough, any bakery component, but Boom Boom cream is wonderful, so I'm not complaining with this one. That is Boom Boom. Next is L3 Mint Oreo Pie, and this is, you know, mint chocolate chip and Oreo pie. I'm assuming it's like that. This is okay. My husband doesn't really like, he doesn't really like all mints, and I know I say that very cautionally because the peppermint steel sugar he liked. He doesn't like straight mint. When I melt peppermint, spearmint, buttermint, minty is not his. It reminds him of toothpaste, regardless if it doesn't smell like toothpaste. But to him, mint automatically equates toothpaste. He doesn't like mint chocolate chip ice cream. I love it, and so I melted this when he wasn't home, so I could really gauge how this one performed, because I know this was a good seller when she was pouring. Remember Pie Day, she had all those pie blends that we requested and created. I think this was one of those. It was good. I did get chocolate in it. I'm not a crazy chocolate person in wax, but it was good when it served its purpose. But if you like mint and you like chocolate, this is right up your lane. That's a good one. Next is You Got It Palo. This was another one of my blends from several months ago. This is lemon curd, Palo Santo, and raspberry whip. And this was basically, I didn't get any Palo Santo from this. It was a nice lemon curd raspberry scent. Lemon curd's a really strong oil, and her raspberry whip is kind of perfumey, but the lemon really takes over in this blend. But it was a nice lemon scent. I did like this one. Next is a sample of Vanilla Bean Noel Cuppy Cake. This was, you know, I eat my words on this one. I know I've said, if you watch my channel and if you watch any of my videos in the last, since November, I don't like just plain vanilla scents. I want more, because vanilla is plain for a reason. It's you know, not everybody wants fireworks all the time. Vanilla. I popped this in my office one morning thinking it's just going to be a vanilla cake. This was incredible. I'll tell you that. I don't know if it was the cuppy cake or the Vanilla Bean Noel, or just the beautiful, you know, the chemistry to bring these together. This was really good. It smelled like vanilla cake on steroids, basically. Just, the vanilla was so strong. The buttercream was strong. The Vanilla Bean Noel has a little bit of caramel in it. I could smell the caramel. This was really, really good. I would buy that again if I saw that. I really would. Next, Silent Night. This must have been from the... this was the same sampler as the peppermint still sugar, but I still don't remember which one it was part of. The notes on this one, can I still smell it in here? Let me see. The notes on this one: fresh snow, sweet lavender, and sugared spruce. This was kind of minty also. So I could really smell all of these notes. I could smell the snow, I could smell the lavender, and I could smell the spruce, you know, the pine scent. This was a nice one. I had this going in my kitchen for the most part, and it was a nice, relaxing scent. I don't know if I would buy it again, because it's kind of it's a different scent, but it's it's nice, if that makes sense. This is a sample I got in a random act of kindness from Candles from the Keeping Room, which I've never purchased from Carol before. I know she's retiring, so I'm not going to start. It wouldn't be fair of me to... It wouldn't be nice of me to do that to myself, to fall in love with a wax and not be able to get it anymore. And I don't have the funds to buy an endless supply for the rest of my years. So this one is Bog Cranberry and Sweet Apple. And I love cranberry. I always have. And the cranberry and apple just plays so well together. This was a really nice blend. I had this going in my spare bathroom. It lasted probably 6 hours or so. It was really good scent. I liked that one. Next is Beach Pine. This is Driftwood, Sand, and Scrub Pine. This was from Hayden. This was a great pine scent. I really, really liked this one. This, oh, I would buy this and melt this in the wintertime because I don't get, I got the pine, but I don't really get sand. It's not tropical. It's not summery to my nose. This is a nice pine clean scent. That is a good one. Next is, well, you know, I think I said I haven't tried anything from Ava's, but I must have lied because this is a 2-pack. This is one of her 2-pack shapes I purchased. Strawberry sugar milk and cupcakes at Tiffany's. And I was really into my strawberry phase back then. And I still like strawberry, but I was doing nothing but strawberry for a period of time. So I think that's why I purchased. This was back in April. This was a nice strawberry cupcakes at Tiffany's. That's basically what this was. I've smelled it before, you know, in other forms. But this was a nice one. That was a good one. Next, we're winding down to the end, folks, here. Swanky Cherry Birthday Cake. I got this in a D-stash. This was just cherry birthday cake. That's all there is to it. Nothing special, nothing unique, nothing out of the ordinary. This was a creamy cherry birthday cake. That's a nice one. I know cherry's weird with a lot of people just because it kind of takes on that medicinal cough syrupy note, but that one did not have it. That was a good cherry. Next is a sample from Britta's. This is When Good Ghouls Go Bad. This is Rice Krispie Treats and Count Chocula. And honestly, this one was Count Chocula cereal. Just, you know, the Cocoa Krispies, Count Chocula, with a little bit of marshmallow. This was okay. You know, I'm not a chocolate fan, so that one, it served its purpose, and it's true to its name. You can get the marshmallow and you can get the Count Chocula. Yeah, that one, I had that going in my spare bathroom, and I could smell it, but I don't like chocolate wax. So if I did, that's a great one to try. Next, this is an amazing one. This was a Matrix Melt Strawberry Jam Sweet 16. This is very heavy, creamy bakery cake with strawberry jam. Oh, this is so good. I know there's many of you out there that like Sweet 16. It's a really good one. And it has just enough strawberry jam to give you that little bit of fruit without taking away anything from that heavy bakery. This is an amazing one. I would request that again. I would buy that in a loaf. It's a wonderful, great scent. Vacation. Hayden Rowe. Vacation. Vanilla, marshmallows, sandalwood, and light florals. This is a nice one too. This basically, everything that the notes are, I can smell in here. It's not too heavy floral. It's got the sandalwood to play with the floral to kind of calm the floral flowery part down. And the vanilla and the marshmallow is there to sweeten it up and cream it up a little bit. And this is a nice one. That was a good one. I really like the Ready Bits. They're a really good marketing and good business, good business model to offer that to your customers, to give you kind of a preview of what's coming. So if you really fall in love with one of the scents, you know what to do when they become available. That's really smart. Next, a sample of Black Sugar Peppered Suede Mahogany Teakwood from L3. This is basically mahogany teakwood, another one that takes over, in my opinion, to wax. But the suede and the black sugar play very, very well together. This is a nice masculine scent. I had this going in this room, actually, last week. It was a really, really good one. I have a couple of wallflowers that I have throughout my home First one I'll start with is Pink Watermelon. I was going to do this in my Bath & Body Works video, but I wanted to talk about one of these because it's one of the newer scents that's out. It might still be out. I know today is the last day of the semi-annual, but it still might be out after that. I don't know. This Pink Watermelon is juicy pink watermelon, sugared strawberry blossoms, and lime zest. This is going in my master bedroom right now. I love pink watermelon. I actually bought a 3-wick candle of it recently. It's such a good, it's got a bubblegum quality to it, but it's really that good, sugary, juicy watermelon. I love it. This time of year especially. Next is Cereal and Cartoons. I actually have that going right next to me here in the wallflower plug in the spare bedroom. This is toasted cinnamon crunchy cereal, cold milk, and sugar crystals. So basically Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And this was nice. It's strong. I can't smell it anymore because, you know, you go nose blind after a period of time. But for a good week or two, I could really smell this going. It's about halfway gone. So in the next couple of weeks, I will change that one out. So this is the one I wanted to talk to you guys about. I had this, if you watch my Bath & Body Works semi-annual haul videos, I have 2. I'm going to film another one to wrap it up, haul 3. This is Toasted Pineapple Marshmallow. And this is fresh pineapple, milk chocolate, toasty marshmallows, and graham cracker. Now, I will say, pineapple and chocolate to me is weird. But I love pineapple so much, and it's been a long time since they've had really just straight pineapple scents and really good pineapple blends, I should say. They had a really good one. I think it's Aloha Pineapple or Pineapple Oahu something. I can't remember, but I have a candle that is half burnt in my candle collection closet, and I'm never going to burn it or melt it because I love it. It's such a perfect pineapple scent. This one, it's enhanced fragrance. Cannot smell it at all. It is scentless. It does not have a scent. So maybe I got a dud. Maybe somebody goofed at the factory and forgot to add the oils to it. It doesn't smell like anything, and my husband can attest, doesn't smell like anything. So this one, if you have had this and you have good luck with it and you can smell it, I'm so happy, because this was such a disappointment to me because I love pineapple and I thought, yes, I can have an enhanced fragrance pineapple in the bedroom, and I can't because I took it out. I'm not gonna leave it in there and waste electricity to burn it if it doesn't smell like anything. So that was a big letdown. So on to letdowns and overachievers of the past 3 weeks of my wax, I should say. First off, the bad news. Mrs. Doubtfire from L3. I had high hopes for this one. It smells good in the bag. The notes of this one: lemon cream pie, coconut cream pie, cream cheese frosting. Now you'd think this would be a dynamite hit. I can't smell this at all. Zero throw, and I mean zero throw, guys. Even if my nose is over it, I smell a little bit of lemon. I can smell it in the bag. It's pretty concentrated. It smells good in the bag. It's not coconut cream pie, and it's not cream cheese frosting. The lemon cream pie is taken over. But this was such a dud when I warmed it. I don't even think I'm going to warm the rest of this. It might just go right into Mr. Garbage Can, because this is my very first scent from L3 that I have absolutely got zero performance from. So, sorry, Mrs. Doubtfire. Sorry, Mrs. Doubtfire. So, my 2 standouts of the week are L3 Cherry Pie Crust Fruit Loops Birthday Cake. This is incredible. I bought this last year, I think, and this was in the tote of forgotten items that I had, and oh, so good. On cold, the birthday cake and the Fruit Loops come alive. On warm, you get the cherry, you get the flakiness of the pie crust, you get the Fruit Loops, and you get the birthday cake. After a few hours, the cherry kind of tones down and you're left with the most delicious, creamy birthday cake ever. I'm going to request this soon because this is a really good one. Great job. And finally, my last standout of the week is Sassy Girl Aroma Montego Bay Beach Nights in Blackberry. This is such a good one. I love this. I know a lot of people like this one. It's, performs so well. That blackberry gives a little bit of that perfume, classy quality to it, mixed with your beach nights, which Julie has the best beach nights. But that's my three-week collection of my empties. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was long, but thanks so much for sticking with me. And stay tuned for either this coming weekend or the following weekend. I'm going to try to do 1 to 2 weeks. We'll see. I've been golfing a lot with my husband on the weekends and just being outside in nature and my sanctuary outside and enjoying summertime. So hope you guys have a great week ahead and see you soon.